welcome to episode 196. We're off before sunrise yet again. So, I gotta go in the store. The science classes today are doing the same thing the classes did yesterday because we have like these two different schedules where we have some classes meet on Tuesday, and the other Wednesday. So it's Tuesday, Thursday, Wednesday, Friday. So this is Wednesday classes. So I need to get some ice, and so I'm gonna get some lunch snacks while I'm at it. Also, before 7:45, I got about an hour. I gotta take some videos back to the library. And so that's kind of the way the morning starts off. I know this is an exciting. This is almost as good as like bungee jumping or riding a skateboard or boosted board through Manhattan, or maybe not quite up to that level. So I got an observation. Sorry about this. I've said this before. I pulled in, and as I was coming in, the Coca-Cola truck, the big semi, trailer, and he's going out, so I'm following behind him. We're just coming along, and I'm getting ready, and the truck suddenly comes to a stop, and I look up, and there's this dude coming out of the store, didn't even look. I've said this before. How old do you have to be? Because I'm 56. Am I old enough to just walk in front of traffic without looking? And can I just walk in front of cars and not pay attention? How do you get to do that? Is there a permit you can buy somewhere that says I don't have to look before I cross the street? I'm just going. Got my shopping cart. Here I come. I get worked up over these things, and I go on and on and on. And some of you know that. So that's all I got. Alright, that's done. So, those of you who've been on the channel for a long time, I have talked about my watery eyes a long time. And I'm going to the doctor today to see if there's something they can do. I don't know, because this is ridiculous. So, that's after school. Alright, to the library. I will catch up with you guys somewhere later today. So stick around, we're going to have some fun. I'm going to try the coffee chat a little bit different today. See if you like this. So to get started, let me tell you a story. I had a student yesterday. First quarter reports are coming out. And one of my students was commenting on performance, and she said, I've realized in these first 9 weeks that I have to do the work and turn it in. And I was like, that could be the most important thing you've learned this quarter. You've got to do the work and turn it in. You've got, whatever that means in your context. You don't get credit for what you could have done. You don't get credit for the video you could have made. You don't get credit for the report you could have written. You don't get credit for the program function application that you could have written. You got to write it. You got to do it and deliver it to whatever that means in your context. If you're building a house, you don't get credit for you could have roofed this roofing and you could have wired this wiring. You've got to actually do it. great thing for someone who is just, entering adolescence to come to realize a direct relationship between effort and outcome. I'm having oatmeal today. Oatmeal and coffee. And my eyes are watering like nuts, so I'm looking forward to seeing what the doctors have to say about this. Like maybe I have a clogged tear duct or I'm allergic to air. I don't know. That would be bad, being allergic to air. So this lab we're doing in class today isn't like a super complicated lab. It's a very basic lab. And it involves developing some skills more about graphing and then also being around fire and hot glass and things like that. So it's a good lab to do. And the thought I had about talking about this lab is that as you're developing skills, you've got to start with things that might not necessarily be all that exciting, but that ground you in the skills that you're going to need to do the more and more exciting things. I think that's true probably for almost everything that requires some level of skill is beginning off with the fundamentals. So being around fire and being around hot glass and getting comfortable with that, that's a first step in when we're actually going to do some other reactions that, have a more dramatic effect and also, a higher threshold of science level. So anyway, so you got to start small and build. And develop skills. And once you develop one set of skills, you add another set, Anyway, growth. That's kind of the thought there, growth. And that's kind of the direction that I'm kind of going with this video is you've got to do the work and turn it in. You've got to start somewhere and grow. See kind of where we're going. All right. Speaking of going somewhere, I got to go to a meeting. So I've made it to lunchtime, and having the last of the somewhat delicious microwave corn dogs. So we talked about this morning earlier in probably the clip that I just finished, which it was a long time ago for me, but not long ago for you. Starting somewhere and going somewhere. So The labs this morning have gone well, and the kids have successfully mastered these fundamental lab skills. No one, I like to say, it's a good day if no one catches on fire. So far, so good. I got one more class after this. Hopefully, we'll get through another temperature graphing lab with no injuries or anything like that. You got to start somewhere. You got to grow. And there is a discipline that is required in order to develop mastery, whatever your skill is. So I'm kind of wrap this little segment up. I'll check in after my eye appointment or maybe somewhere between here and there. I got to bust a move as soon as the bell rings today. I got to be ready to go at 3:15 when I'm allowed to leave. I got to make a 20-minute trip to make it to my 3:30 appointment. So yeah, I was going to be cutting it pretty close. Hopefully I'll catch a break on the traffic and I won't get hung up anywhere. Be able to get there and see what the doctor has to say. I'll let you know. So all right, school is over. I am making that trip to the eye doctor guy. So told you I would let you know what I find out. I'll let you know what I find out. So, but it was a great day. Had a great day. No one caught on fire, and that's always a good day. That's always a good day in chemistry lab is when no one catches on fire. we have a follow-up appointment with a different doctor, and so that's the way it goes. That's the way it went. Well, we started this one in the morning, and you may be able to tell by the light that it's getting close to sunset, about 45 minutes from sunset. I want to bring it to a close saying that, through the shenanigans of the day, we've kind of looked at the relationship between effort and outcome, and between effort and effect. And, I guess my doctor's visit is an example of that. So the follow-up is going to be, well, the results of this visit is a follow-up visit. And I can give up, or I can keep going. I can keep putting the effort in, trying to get the effect that I'm wanting to get. An interesting byproduct of the exam, she put this dye in to see if it was going where it was, where the tears were taking it. So now I have yellow tears running out of my face. Now I'm gonna stain my hands. I'm sure my contacts appreciate it. She put the dye in without the Anyway, I think I probably ruined a pair of contacts, and I got yellow dye on my fingers. You probably can't tell. So effort relates directly to outcome. Effort relates directly to effect. It's kind of a science law, cause and effect, and it goes in through lots and lots and lots of other fields besides just science. So hopefully today has been an example of that, and my doctor's visit is a second example of that, I suppose. We can stretch it to do that. Thank you for watching this. Hope you enjoyed it. Please click the like button, subscribe to the channel, sign up for notifications, leave me a comment, a question, a suggestion. That's all I have for this one. I will see you in the next one.